Hello everybody, welcome. Somehow this missed and completely went under my radar. I had no idea this was even a thing, but you know what? It popped up. So this is going to be my overdue apology by fucking Pokimane. Hooray, hooray, hooray. You know, honestly, I wouldn't even say that she needs to be making an apology video towards anybody in particular, except, you know, it's a Gundam. I would just say, you know, hey, you should probably, like, directly apologize to him. I'd say it's because of that whole thing is what really fucked over everything for you, because it just started like the snowball effect. But that's just me, and we're gonna watch this because I want to know if she's being genuine or not, or whatever. So we're gonna find out. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stupid shit.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This video is to address recent comments and criticisms that I've received. I know this video is long overdue, and I planned a vacation for around this time, but I honestly should not have taken any time off prior to acknowledging or...
Like, your ass didn't plan no vacation for this. You literally bolted as soon as you got overwhelmed and you realized you couldn't play it off on Twitter. Like, oh, Barack Obama's my boyfriend. You caught me. Like, this shit didn't work, and you got fucked hard by Leafy. That's what it was.
Or addressing or apologizing for these things. Not only that, but I should have properly apologized when the incidents actually occurred. It shouldn't have taken me this long to come to a proper understanding of how to handle these situations and how to apologize for that.
Okay.
But I hope that I can do that today. So I have a list of topics I want to address, and I'll go through them one by one.
We can talk about Leafy, we're going to talk about simps,
that I want
your
to
Discord
give my
banning,
on, and also some things that I need to apologize for. So I hope that you can watch the video in its entirety and form your own opinions. Firstly, there was an incident back at the end of 2018 where me and Keemstar had an argument over Twitter, and a YouTuber by the name of Boblox took screenshots of these tweets and then uploaded them kind of as an archive on YouTube. And at the time, my MCN told me that because they are screenshots of my tweets, that I can have the video taken down, and Keemstar had deleted his tweets. I didn't want the drama to snowball into something more, and I honestly regretted even starting an argument.
Somebody else told me it's okay to do it, so I went ahead and did it. Yeah, somebody could tell me to murder somebody. It doesn't mean I'm going to fucking do it. Like, I'm going to use my common sense. See, here's the thing about people who put themselves out on the internet. Like, one, the shit, anything you say is always going to be there. Two, in a couple years, things could be contorted in a way where it's not good like it would be now. Like, cringy dark humor of the past is suddenly now it's, like, forbidden. Like, how could you make a joke? Just shit like that. You fucking shot yourself in the foot. And I think it's funny you're kind of like, dodging fucking blame here. You're like, no, I was told it's okay to do it.
In the first place, so I agreed and the video was taken down. This was my mistake because at the time I didn't consider the fairness of leaving that video up, as well as not properly understanding the fair use defense when it comes to transformative content.
I mean,
so
every YouTuber who uploads videos understands this. I understand this.
Once I saw his tweets and comments regarding the situation and how he felt, I messaged him privately and we tried to resolve things in DMs. Later on, in January of 2019, other people had heard of the situation without knowing that I had approached Boblox privately and that we had spoken about it. So it became a much larger, more public issue.
I feel like I just said this.
She striked this video called Keemstar vs. Pokimane Twitter fight. Someone decided to put these two videos in together and upload it on YouTube. So basically this Twitter drama became
this is so quiet.
Drama thanks
I'm
to
sorry,
the YouTube
guys.
Algorithm. So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video. But the problem here is that you're just drawing more attention to it.
And frankly, my apology at the time was not very good, or was not good enough, period. So I just want to reiterate that I'm sorry for taking down that video, and since then I have not taken down any videos like that, and I've genuinely tried to learn from my mistake.
No, you just went after people's sponsors.
There's another incident that I frequently see people use clips of, where I'm talking to someone about having their video removed.
Anyways, I'll be taking down some of your videos, but yeah, I just hope you stop doing this.
And I would just like to add in some additional
cunt.
context prior to discussing this situation.
Pokimane pregnant.
How could you say something about
Pokimane twerked live on stream. So why do you do this? When you make these videos and you like talk about my butt or me being pregnant or whatever, and you know it's like all fake, or you know that you're trying to use like...
No, it's just a clickbait in the fucking title.
Yeah, how does it, like, why do you falsely clickbait?
Yo, this was the easiest clickbait.
Because it gets views. It's because it gets views. That's why. That's literally what clickbait is. Like, why would you use clickbait? Because I can see a video that says, okay, we'll just say PewDiePie, for instance. PewDiePie eats a cake. Okay, that's a title for a video. PewDiePie eats the hair cake. Like from the Filthy Frank show or whatever. I'm going to want to click that one. I'm going to see if he's going to eat it. Oh, no, wait, it's just a cake video. But I clicked on it because it said hair cake. You know who really took criticism really well? And when nobody gives her enough credit for it, and it fucking blows my mind, it's fucking Mia Khalifa. I didn't even know who the fuck this bitch was. Yeah, I know. I'm serious. I didn't know. I'm serious. Because I know she has, like, the world's most famous smile or some shit. Like, she's, like, the biggest porn star at one point. I don't fucking know. Like, I watch, like, weird shit. But Mia Khalifa, she had an entire TikTok anthem diss track on her. Never addressed it once. Because what could she do? She could just acknowledge it. It would just blow up in her face like a cum shot. Or she could fight it and it would still blow up in her face like a cum shot. The diss track was so fucking good, so fucking big. Everyone knew it. Everyone fucking knew it. And she couldn't say a word about it. Not one thing. And the funniest part about it, the whole thing, the diss track was made off of some bullshit ass fake news on Twitter. The Mia Khalifa diss track was actually made over something that she didn't even do to deserve it. That's the funniest shit to me about this whole thing. But yeah, she didn't even address it. Never was brought up. She's fine.
Bro, do I sound mean?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to talk to you.
So as you can see, this person was re-uploading my content or my stream, but then adding really inappropriate, sexual, gross, or just misleading titles. And I had some of these sorts of videos taken down back then, but only because they were my content or my stream re-uploaded. Okay. Unfortunately, this has led to people assuming that I take down videos of people criticizing me.
Behind the scenes, she actively tries to censor the internet.
But you do.
And by the
or
internet,
you'll go after
I mean
their fucking
anything
sponsors.
Negative about her. People have made videos about her, and she's copyright strike them. The list goes on and on. If you make a video that is negative about her, she's gonna try to gun you.
Copyright claiming on YouTube is used as censorship, and for Pokimane, this seems to be the case a lot of the time.
When people use
this
these
is something
shitty
that I've never done.
animations.
If someone puts in the time and effort it takes to create a video where they're talking about me, regardless of how positive or negative it is, or if they use clips of me, that is very clearly transformative content, and I would never take down content like that. The other incidents were a bit more complicated because it was situations where people were re-uploading content of mine or something that I put out there.
Are you sure about that?
I still handled those situations badly, and I regret the way that I handled them, and I'm sorry for the way that I handled them, but I just want to make it really clear that I fully support transformative content. It's an amazing creative outlet, and it allows people to make a living off the internet in the same way that I've been so lucky to do. My understanding of what
because it's like, how could you sit there and make a video about me or whatever, blah blah blah, who cares? Like, that's not transformative content or whatever the fuck you said. But literally when you're streaming, you'll be like just eating food or whatever, doing the exact same fucking thing, but it's live streamed. It's not a YouTube clip. I hate Pokimane.
Should or shouldn't be taken down on YouTube 2 years ago was not well informed, and I've tried really, really hard to learn from my mistakes and not make the same mistakes. And since then, I stopped allowing my MCN to take down videos on my behalf. And the only exception nowadays is when, let's say for example, I do a cooking stream and I want to re-upload that cooking stream on my YouTube, because my stream is public and my VODs are public, people can also take that same content and re-upload it at the same time. And with the YouTube algorithm, usually this means that one video is pushed and the other is kind of suppressed because they're the same piece of content. And one person, like an audience, will usually not watch both because they're the same thing. So only under those very...
Have you ever heard of a reaction video? Because that's not true. That's not true at all. I literally have people... I react to Chris Chan, the comprehensive history. That's like my favorite videos to do. And I get to do them like maybe once every 2 weeks whenever Gino Samuel decides to upload, right? So whenever I do them, I have people, like, I don't know if some of the people that watch them literally just like watch the video only for my reaction to it, or if they actually watch the original video first. But I do know that a lot of people actually do that, because they'll be like, I already watched it and I can't wait for you to get to this part or this part. Like, I get comments like that all the time. So that's not true at all. And these are like 45 fucking minute videos. I myself, when I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I really wish I did a reaction for that, but like whenever I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know what I did whenever I finished, you know, each season? I would go onto YouTube and look up people's reactions to it. And I would watch the episodes back to back to back just to see what people thought. Just to see if they'd be like, hey, I laughed at that too, you know, just shit like that.
Very specific and pretty rare circumstances am I kind of forced to take down the duplicate content of mine. But again, this does not all apply to if someone's talking about me or criticizing me.
You shouldn't take it down at all if it's not harming you in any way.
Their content, I would never touch it. Sorry this is a bit of a nuanced topic, but I hope I properly explained myself and added some transparency to the situation. And if I have to clarify anything in the future, then I'll make sure to do that. Secondly, there was a recent incident where I was on stream and I watched a video made by It's a Gundam. And I made some remarks that I shouldn't have and that I'm very sorry for.
This is the one I was waiting for.
And I'd like to provide context and then apologize for what I said. So the part of the video that I watched was him talking down on my fans, and he was showing some tweets that were very clearly jokes, but talking about them as if they're facts. I hope people know that tweets like this are a joke. In hindsight, I can totally understand how, if someone was unsure of its legitimacy, it could be pretty upsetting.
I don't think that's all jokes, man, because, like, you got some people who would legit, like, pay money to smell, like, to 100% smell your asshole. Like, you might think they're jokes, but you do have these people who are literally throwing money at you in the hopes that they can lick your toes and shit. Like, it's not jokes. Like, some of them might be jokes, but sweetheart, not all of them are jokes. I don't think he's wrong to even bring that up.
I also want to remind people that I, or any streamer, does not want you to donate if you can't afford it. Everyone should always take care of themselves and their families first. And I try really hard to regularly say the same thing when I'm streaming as well. Back to the video. While he had this joke tweet pulled up, he also had a very real photo of a fan with me at a meet and greet, and he was making fun of them and the way that they look.
Here we have this gentleman right here. This guy is totally alpha. So, this guy who looks like a Pixar animated character. Oh god, I love this guy's face. He's like a gnome. Dude, he doesn't even have wrists. Good lord, he can't wear a watch.
And I've been mocked countless times for my appearance, but I understand
Shut
that's
the
part
fuck
of
up,
putting
you're
myself out
cute.
there on
Shut the
internet.
fuck up.
It just felt so unfair to see that happen to an innocent fan who didn't write this tweet, had nothing
Captain
to do with
fucking
the situation,
Save-A-Ho.
and so
My god,
opinion
let him
just didn't
defend
deserve
himself.
It. And I got really caught up in that feeling, and I was so bothered.
You don't even know the guy.
Also bothered by people's
Unless he was a tier 3
potential
sub.
perceptions when
Then I
seeing
can see
this
why
video.
you're upset.
And I must admit, I reacted really poorly. This led me to making some comments questioning why the video was sponsored. But regardless of my opinion on the content, that
You made fun of somebody I will never see again that I don't even know personally. How are you getting a sponsor? Like, that's literally what it fucking is. Like, you can try to sugarcoat it, tiptoe around it, make it sound like you're just trying to be the protagonist in this story or whatever, some stupid anime shit. But that's literally what you did. Like, I don't know this person personally. and you teased them a little bit from like what, 2 fucking pictures, so I'm gonna take away your money, your source of income. Fuck you. Like, fuck out of here.
That's not okay, and I'll do better when sharing my concerns without having
I like
to
how she's like trying to spin
comment
the narrative
on any
right there.
part of the video that isn't the actual content of the video. I want to sincerely apologize to both It's a Gundam and to the sponsor of that video for the remarks and comments that I made. I completely understand people's concern for going after someone else's livelihood, especially in a time
now.
like this. And I wouldn't want to see that sort of thing happen to someone else. I also don't want to see that sort of thing become a larger tactic or trend on YouTube. So again, I'm very, very sorry, and I'll make sure that in the future, if I am to comment on any part of a video,
you know, Keemstar was the first one ever to go after somebody's sponsors.
Not the sponsors, and also not to encourage my community or my viewers to leave any sort of negative feedback.
Any.
I sometimes see a clip and a tweet circulating from the past where I've said the N-word. I believe the tweet is from about 5 years ago and the clip from about 7 years ago. And although I never said it with ill intent or racial context,
honestly, I don't really care about this one. I mean, people are gonna think it's weird or whatever, like, try to attack me in the comments over this. I don't really give a fuck if anybody says the N-word. I don't care, because if you literally look up the definition, it just means ignorant. Like, that's all it means. Like, people like to make it out to be this big, horrible no. I mean, I understand what it was used for. I'm not playing dumb. I know. I grew up in the South. I know. Trust me, 100%. But I never cared. I never fucking cared. I don't care when people say that. I don't care when people ever say, you know, like faggot or whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to get offended. You know what word that actually really offends me? And because I really hate hearing it when people say it to each other or say it just in general. I hate the word pansy. I don't know what it is, but I really fucking hate that word. Like, I don't get triggered very easily because I'm normally just kind of nonchalant about everything. You know, you wouldn't believe that because, you know, I'm making a video. But outside of, like, YouTube and all that, I'm pretty indifferent about everything. I don't really fucking care about literally anything. But whatever it is, whenever somebody uses that word or says that word, I don't know why. It just triggers something very primal, something very deep in me that angers me. Because I think it's such a stupid fucking word. I feel like it's okay, maybe this is what it is. Maybe it's because it's like one of those insults that you can call somebody that they're never going to be able to reclaim. Like, you know how you say the N-word or whatever, and it's like, oh, we're taking it back or whatever, because, you know, black people will use it and throw it at each other all the time, but white people can't say it, so somehow kind of like waters it down in a sense. Or like how gay people will like try to, they already did with the word queer, because that was like an insult or whatever. They reclaimed it for themselves, and now it's like a gender or some shit. But I know they're trying to do it to fag too. But I feel like pansy is like one of those words that you can't do that with. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
text or the hard R, I still want to make it clear that I don't condone the use of that language, and I don't want my
it's just
deletion
a word.
of
like,
these
to
things
me, it's just a fucking
or my
word. Who
silence
cares?
now to make it seem otherwise. I've commented on this in the past, but honestly, my statement or comments then weren't even good enough, even though people were very understanding. I just want to make it clear that I am genuinely so sorry if I hurt or offended anyone with what I said.
I don't think anybody
really wish I
cares
could
because you
go
haven't been
back in
canceled
time
over it
and
until like
change
what
the past.
recently?
Unfortunately, I can't, but
Ish.
I do hope that my behavior in regards to language for the last couple of years and onwards will speak for itself. There are some final points I'd like to quickly touch on. Although they're not as important as the aforementioned things, they are just topics that have been frequently brought up and kind of intertwined with more important criticisms. I've seen a lot of people talk about the way that I look recently. Just want to put it out there. I don't think I'm the prettiest person in the world, but I think that's okay. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. As an online personality or content creator, there's quite a lot of pressure to look perfect all the time.
See, here's my thing on it. Like, I kind of not gonna gripe at her about this because I will give her some points that she's not trying to show her tits and she doesn't have her ass hanging out, and she's not doing that thing where that one streamer girl, she had like a fucking dildo sticking out from under her bed in the background, just enough to get you to want to donate, even though you know you're never going to get to see it be used. Like, I will give her credit for that. Like, she doesn't do things like that, and she's not the the cutest girl, but she is, like, Pokimane is cute. Like, I'm not gonna fucking deny that shit because I dislike her. Like, she is. Like, I don't really like Alinity either, but Alinity I would definitely smash in a hotel room. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. 100%. So, I don't know. Pokimane, she looks like a very basic girl. She looks like the kind of girl that would probably like bump into at the library or the cafeteria. Like, she's just wearing like an oversized hoodie or something like that. Whenever I think of Pokimane, that's what I think of. So I'm glad she says that.
And I feel like it's created a bit of a culture that is really detrimental to the self-esteem of honestly just about anyone that has social media. So I don't at all regret the no makeup streams or photos I've posted in the past. I want to make it really clear to anyone out there that it's okay not to look Instagram ready all the time. And
yeah,
that
it's kind of tiresome. Like,
you can be perfectly alright with both the version of you that's more glammed up and the way that you look on a bad day. Both versions of you are perfectly okay.
Body positivity.
I personally made the decision 7 years ago or whenever I got into streaming that I don't want my personal life to be a part of my content.
In general, relationship stuff is stuff that I don't like to talk about outright, because even when I'm single, like
And I'm sorry for pausing it again, but this is a reaction, so fucking expect it. I like this. I do like this part because I don't think, personally, I do think that it was funny that everybody's attacking her for having a boyfriend and accepting like different tier subs or whatever. That shit's funny. It is funny because it is very dumb, but I don't think she has to disclose she has a boyfriend. Realistically, I don't think she has to disclose how much money she makes. It's really nobody's fucking business. Like, she's not coming out, her name's like, what, Imane or something? She's not coming out to streams to be like, hi, my name is Imane. She's saying my name is Pokimane. She's a character. It's like, I don't come on here saying, hi, my name is Justin Reed or whatever. I'm coming on here saying, hi, this is BazzbeTV. Like, whenever I'm filming, I'm Bazzbe. I'm not Justin, so.
Imagine how many people
you don't see me talking about my family and stuff on here very often, if at all.
People would be invested in what is going on in my relationship, and if I had a relationship, I would want it to just be like between me and that person, and not a million people giving their unwanted opinion and advice. And the thought of that just makes my brain boom.
She probably has a kid.
That's just what I'm going to stick by until I and whoever I'm dating at whatever time decide otherwise. For me, this also creates a healthier divide between my work life and my personal life, which is an area where the lines are already pretty blurred. I understand some people want to relate this to donations, but you could also argue that one can make a lot of money by publicizing the relationship or making content out of it, and neither of these things are wrong at all. I'm happy for others, whatever lifestyle they choose. I just personally feel like
the stupid family
everyone
channels.
has a right to privacy. I personally want to be able to
like their second
experience
YouTube
my
channel. It's like, oh,
relationships
this is me and my
without the
kid,
scrutiny of an
my
online
girlfriend.
audience.
We're going
And
shopping this
if you
episode.
disagree, that's totally alright. You don't have to support me or my content. React content is very popular both on Twitch and on YouTube. Whether it's good content, bad content,
We got the square up
transformative,
here.
or lazy, is understandably up for debate. I can't say with certainty one way or the other. All I can say is that I do my best to engage with whatever content is on my stream, and honestly, oftentimes to the point of annoying my viewers.
Anyways, back to the video. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, and it's not the first time that people have said mom. I saw, oh my god, that reminds me of
Cap and Bucky have a brutal fight, but Steve is able.
He thinks his friend dies.
Tracer
My
games.
god, I'm so sick of the Marvel movies.
Pause it, Andy, read.
Some days it's just nice to have a chill, relaxing stream with your chat. Oftentimes I'm recording with Offline TV or other collabs or other influencers, and so being able to do that is a nice balance in content, or a nice break per se. After the copyright controversy, I've been especially cautious of this. The only content I ever leave up on my stream, if I'm not actively present and engaging with it, is either my videos or Offline TV videos. To end things off, again, I'm really sorry that this video is late. Despite my planned break, I should have addressed
I
these
still don't
things
think it was
sooner,
planned.
or I should have addressed these things as the incidents individually occurred, or better yet, the incidents shouldn't have occurred in the first place. I need to be better in facing things head on and just doing better in general. There was a lot of guilt during my time off, and it helped me better reflect on things. I have, of course, a responsibility to myself to take care of my mental health, but I also have a responsibility to all of you to improve and to just be a better example. So overall, I really do feel like I let some things get to me that I shouldn't have, and I hope that moving forwards I can just be appreciative of the amazing community I have and the platforms that I have. And I also want to add that I know criticism is bound to come in many different ways.
Especially when you're
I just
like,
really want to
well-known.
thank anybody that discussed any of these topics in a constructive manner. Reading your comments or thoughts genuinely helped me better understand my wrongdoings, as well as just further my perspective. So thank you for listening. I hope I can do and be better for you all. Have a good day.
Okay, I feel like you could have left that last part out. What was it, the last thing she said right here? Hold on.
As well as just further my perspective. So anybody that discussed any of these topics in a constructive manner, reading your comments or thoughts genuinely helped me.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Sorry. I kind of immediately, I heard it, but then I forgot it. I don't really feel like she's sorry. I feel like it's more like it caught up to her, and she realized there's no real way of getting out of this without coming to an apology video. Because the fact that she didn't apologize or anything in the first place, like, look, you're never going to catch me apologizing, because I'm telling you right now, I don't fucking care. Like, anything I say, it's pretty much absolute at this point. I'm never going to be like, oh, golly, I shouldn't have said that. Like, no. Like, I'm a very direct, upfront person about the way I think and feel about things. So, it's just the fact that she says, like, I had to read comments to realize I was in the wrong about it. Like, no, it's more of, like, saving face at that point. The reason I don't like Pokimane personally is the fact that I think all the Twitch streamers, for the most part, are fucking garbage. Like, they play it off like, oh god, Ninja and Shroud, they're these amazing fucking people that literally jump ship from Twitch to go to a dying network. And now they're like free agents so we can flex. You know, I don't fucking care. I don't care. You guys play fucking Fortnite. That's all you're fucking good at. You play fucking Fortnite. Like, who fucking gives a shit? Like, I like Asmongold, and I've said it before on things on him, but, like, I think she should have just did what he would do. Anytime he gets criticism, he just, like, addresses it fucking immediately. And he'll just give his 2 cents on it, and most people kind of back off on it, whether he's right or wrong, because they realize he's kind of like me and we're stubborn. So if he is wrong, he's not going to really own up to it. He's just going to be like, I don't think I'm wrong. That's how I would be. That's how I am. Like, I'm going to be like that, like, pretty much no matter what. I just had a controversy, like I'm some kind of big fucking dude on this platform. I had on this YouTube channel just, like, about a month ago, or a couple weeks ago, when I was, like, complaining about wearing the fucking face mask. And I had a lot of backlash over that, and I was just kind of like, I don't care. And people kept like commenting on me, like saying, oh no, you need to do it, you need to, like, no, I don't fucking care. Like, you're not going to convince me to wear one. And I made a funny response video where I just used like a clip from Seinfeld. So I mean, I think that's all you should really do. You should just kind of like laugh it off, because at the end of the day, like, you don't have to owe anybody a real apology. You don't. Like, this is your platform. You can do whatever you want. People don't want to watch you, they're not going to watch you. If they do and they want to support you, they're going to stick around. They're going to see you through your faults. They're going to see you through your success. If you're doing something bad, they'll probably let you know, but that's really up to you if you want to act out on it. Like I said, I'm probably not ever going to do that, though, so I'm sorry if you get offended. Not sorry. It's the nature of the beast, man. Like, we're broadcasting our lives, we're putting ourselves out there, and people are watching us like we're some kind of fucking TV show or some shit. So it is what it is. Yeah. I don't think she was genuine about this, but you know what? I guess we'll just wait for PewDiePie to rate this apology, you know? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new here. We're already at 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. And you guys have a good rest of whatever fucking time zone you're in. Goodbye.